Hi friends, this is NMK Vijay and welcome to my YouTube channel Forex for the weekly analysis for major pairs as well as minus US30, gold, silver, Bitcoin, copper, US oil. So before we get into this week analysis, this is my disclaimer. Read carefully each and every line what I have written. So let's move on to first DXY, and this is our watch list. Regularly what we are doing starts from DXY and finally the copper. So let's move on to DXY. So this week, as we expected, right, from here I'm expected the one more upside. So whether this could be that second wave, and this could be the running wave for running flat corrections in that wave second, and I'm expecting from here it is going to short, but it's went a deeper correction and it is looking like an expanded flat corrections. So from here I will delete this one. So this is got invalid now. From here I'm expecting, so whether this is going to be a deeper or I'm not going to give a conclusions here, but I will tell you that possibilities what it will do. So for me, something it looks like now this could be the third, this could be the fourth, and this could be the fifth, means this could be the wave one. Instead of doing this 1 2 3 4 5 and we are taking this as a running flat or expanded flat, so this is also the possible in that leading diagonal formation in that wave 1 of intermediate wave of 3, or this could be the C wave of wave 1. So that means still we are in that correction and the second wave is not yet completed so far in this the alternative view pattern. So that means still whether this wave is got completed here in this low, from here it can shoot or it can do one more low like this kind of formation, and this could be that major support zone as well as, and again it will come to that 93 to 92.9. see, these are all the possibilities what I'm thinking. Or otherwise, as per our previous, this could be the third, this could be the fourth, and this could be the wave 1 also, and this is the end of the wave 2, and from here it can go also. And as I informed that these wave counts are only for the references, and these are all not that 100% sure. We can change it anything according to the price action and the wave formation, wave structures. So from here it can shoot, otherwise it can do one more three-way structures to the bullish from the 93 94, like sorry 93.8 and 94, and afterwards there is a one more low is also possible in that alternative view. So let's move on to the Euro USD. The same inverted, right? So if it is getting rejected in that what we expected in the DXY, it may be like one more low. So this becomes ABC. So then this is the ABC. Later onwards, if it finds support here and then one more low high is also possible. So according to that, the DXY, if it reaches the 93 or 92.8 what we discussed before, then it can shoot up to that 1.75 also. Later onwards, I'm expecting the downtrend. So for this, we are kept this as an invalidation point because we took it this as a 1, and we are as per my previous analysis, from here I'm expecting that wave 1 2 3 4 5, and this is the bigger 1, bigger 2, bigger 3, bigger 4, like that it is a continuation. But what we expecting, see, in Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar, what I expected, it is opposite it market given for me, and that is also the one more possibility I already shared. It can go one more high also, that same thing it isn't doing. But at the time what we did in the trade, that is the most important thing. So I already did one more shot there. We need to do that, otherwise we may miss that opportunity. So now this is as per that DXY, whether this is the wave 1 ended like that, is here is the Euro USD, this is the wave 1 ended wave 2, otherwise this is the one. And so this portion is little bit confusion. So this is that one impulsive wave to the downside, and we are in the correction for this impulsive wave, and this is not the end of the correction, and I'm not expecting this to reach. So I'm expecting only to the downside to reach 1.2 and 1.1 is my target. But for this invalidation this is the one invalidation. So either this is the 1 or 2, or this is the 1 or 2, and it can't make up before it cannot go above this. That valid that wave count got invalid. So this is my view in Euro USD. I'm looking only for the downside. It could be a little bit deeper correction. It can go what I am expecting here. If it took the support here and then again it can bounce, and this is the correction part we are doing. So one more high is also possible, and if it reached here in this zone, and I would be again one more short, I can do that. So GBP USD, the same. From here it can shoot up to this one if it is a got expanded flat. I explained that also in the last week analysis. So whether from here it is going to the downside, otherwise as per what we discussed in that, if it is a ABC is a W and X, one more ABC for the Y wave or Z wave, it can be anything, but I'm expecting the bigger picture showing me this is the downtrend. So, and I have already explained that in the previous, you just go for that previous video, and I explained that here in this comparison to, I will just hide all those drawings. See, this kind of price action it's doing here for me. And once if it is going to be an expanded flat also, if it is break the high also, that is called as expanded flat, and again I'm expecting to the downside to reach the first target as a 1.26 is the next major support zone. So this is my view in GBP USD and Australian dollar. See here also, from here last time what I expected, this is the third, and I drawn the channel like this. So this could be the fourth wave. From here, whether this is the fourth wave and beyond the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 5-way structure to reach this 6, 8 I expected, and in the alternative I explained that also. This is the W, means the X can go above the high also, but sometimes it's looking like see that is the thing I'm keep on informing you to guys. The wave count we can do in alternative anything. The only the structure says how the market is going to be. Says in the previous what I did, I draw a channel like this. So what I done it 1, 2. So this is the 3. This is the 4 and 5. So this is the 1, 2, 3, and we are expecting the fourth wave. Otherwise, this is the end of the fourth, means I am expecting the fifth wave to the downside. Whether this is the like that or A, B, C is a W, and one more X is also possible if it is a breaks this high, and it is doing the same thing, but I instead of the W I put now A. So that means, see, if I hide that, something for me it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is got completed here, the intermediate wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And if we get into the deeper in the 1 hour and 4 hour, it will confuse us also. So whether the fourth wave is got completed here or it is going to be a little bit end, means it's a one more low what we expected. That is why I always put the label mark, it's a W, the question mark. See, from here also I explained detailedly. I will come to that chapter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 means this is the end of the fourth, the bigger fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is got completed. So it looks like a 5-way structure in the wedge formation. Like after that, we need to now to change here, and I will delete this one. So now it's looking like for me satisfied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's looking like ABC is a ABC is a B, and C means we need a 5-way structure, right? So it is not looking like that much of 5-way structure, but in the case if it could be a triangle in the B wave, but same thing happen. I will show you that the daily chart here. It's nearly from 2 years. It took this kind of price action. That same thing in that 4-hour chart. Look for this. This is a W or A, or this is a X or a B, whatever you can make it this. So this is looking like a correction part. That same thing maybe it can occur here. That means the intermediate wave B can be extended or complex correction. And here what we did here, it's a little bit confused, and it looks like a 5-way structure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is a 5-wave swings, so it could be W, X, Y, X, Z also. And here also it's not looking like for me the 5-way structure, and it is keep on, it's looking like a zigzag formation. So what I'm thinking here, it's whether this could be a B, C. So whatever you can make it as a W, X, Y, and this could be the A, B, and one more C is also possible. Otherwise, if it is a W, this is a X, and this is the Y is got completed. See, for the A, what I'm placing this and labeled as a A means it could be a W or X. Here the B or X. This could be a Y or C. But the pattern is 3-way structure. So one 3-way structure has got completed. That means it is getting ready to the downside. That is also possible. Otherwise, if it is the fundamental happens and it is going against the dollar means, it can reach here and again it may bounce also. So then that will become A, B, C is a B and one more C. So this is a W or X or Y. You can make it like that also. So I'm looking either this correction. So I already executed my short at 7.5 here, and I'm looking only for the downtrend. So what I will do is, what I added here and here, it's everything I have booked the partial. Now I added here. So what I will do is, what I added this partial, I will book the profit here in this support zone. In this support zone, we have to book at least something. So if it is so aggressive also, we need to book the profit here. No need to the second thought. So what we having, then we can continue. If you want to keep adding the positions only, so I'm sure about it is going to make the downtrend only. So if you have a guts to hold the positions, again you can do whatever it is. So whether if it is coming to the downside, no issues. Otherwise, if it is again bounce and if it is matched here, what we expect, we discussed. So here also you can again short the position, and later onwards we are expecting this, but after that also it can do one more high also in the Z wave formation. It can do anything. Later onwards A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I called this as W, X, Y, Z. So this is A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is A, B, C, and this is the ending diagonal, and we are looking for the downtrend. But the thing here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is got completed. I'm expecting a 3-way structure. So it can be anything. If it is a simple, it has to come down. If it is a complex Y, and it has to come down. And if it is a Z formation, it has to come down once it got completed. That's it. So New Zealand dollar. What I expected here, W, and I thought this is an X, and we are expecting, but I'm not so sure about here this place, and there is a lot of chances for making, and it is already dead. It broke the high. So that means whether we have to conclude this as a X means, I'm not going to do that, because if this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C means no need to break the one more high. So that means the X is already got completed here, and here the one more Y is already dead. So this is a 1 3-way structure is got completed in the complex correction. So if we took in that, if you view in the one daily chart, See, it looks like one ABC is completed. Now we are in the one more ABC. So whether from here it is going to the downside, I will show you that in that. See what I explained here, it's you have to understand. Here this is a very aggressive impulsive wave. It looks like impulsive wave, right? So whether it is a 1 2 3 4 5 means this is a A wave. So we are kept this as a B wave. Either it could be of A, B, C, D, E. So if this is a triangle and this is a C wave, means we need a 5-way structure. So far it is only the 3-way structures. So we didn't know. That is why I did if it is from here. If it shoots, this could be the end for a simple flat correction. I explained that also. So A, B and C means the 5-way structure. So if we didn't took this as a triangle, it is not valid and we are not satisfied with the triangle also. This is the wave 1 2 3 4 5 and this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2 and 3 4 and 5. So that means there is a lot of chances for coming to this downside once the ABC formation is got completed. Otherwise, if it from here also it is coming to the downside, because here we kept this as A in the 5-way structure, means that C should be in the 5-way structure, not in the 3-way structure. Other it could be a diagonal pattern also, we need a 5-way structure. But if it is failed to make a 5-way structure and if it is coming to the downside, definitely again there will be a one more high to break this high. That is why I explained here. So that this is A, so this will become B and this kind of wave formation has to be here. So then what it will be like, this kind of correction. So A, B, C, so this is the A, this is the B and one more C. That's it, simple. It looks like very simple, and if you apply and if you are taking money, it's a very great. I already executed my position here and I already executed my position here short, because we don't know whether this is a B, C and this is a W, this is the X and we are expecting for that Y, or what I said, it could be could be a triangle. See, everything, all the possibilities is in front of you. Only the market has to validate that pattern. So if it is comes to from here, if it is comes aggressively to the downside, this is a triangle is got valid A, B, C, D, E. But even though if it is not valid, it's another view possibility. In that means your view is not getting wrong. Whatever market is the billion market, we are not going to do, and we can expect, but we can't move the market even though if it is 1,000 lots. So we can expect, and according to the plan we have to execute our trade plans. We must apply what we gain in the knowledge. You have to apply. So I already did one shot here and one more shot here. Now I will wait for to book the profit here. If we fail to make the 5-way structure, definitely what I shorted here and here, I will book the profit here itself. And I will expect this wave formation to reach this. Later onwards, I'm expecting this. So in November and December, and that I think in the December second week itself, the volume may come. It's a very lesser volume, low volume. So market can be anything, and especially Australian dollar and the commodity currencies like CAD, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Sometimes in the December and the January, it's looking very aggressive to the downside, or it could be aggressive to the upside also. There will be a volatility I am expecting. So let's wait for this to complete. So next is USD CAD, and this is the one what I showed. This is the ABC, is a W X A B C, and there is a lot of chances for making from the bounce from here, but it failed again. So that means I already in that at 1.2375 and 1.2315 from here, exactly bottom I catched. but even though it is failed to again bounce. See this wedge formation, right? So what I thought here is, okay, this is the completion of the 5-way structure and I am expecting this. But later onwards, what I'm expecting from here also, if it did like this, later onwards this wedge become a channel. So 1 2 3, and then what I will do, simply I will move this one for the fourth and one more 5. So this is going to happen, maybe. So and again we won't blame that, we can't blame that. Elliott waves, that's the beauty of art if you understand that. So you just go through my education series. I did the same thing. The wedge, sometimes if it's broken, it can go aggressive also. For example, in the Nifty, later onwards it become channel also, but I expected the channel, but the channel also broken. So once it is broken, so that is a confirmation to the upper side. Then if it is broken this channel also, then this wedge is valid. Until that, if it is comes to the one more downside also, then this channel is valid. So now see, if I hide this, it's a very tough to make this 1 2 3 4 5. See, we can do it 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3 is got ended, so this could be a 4 and 5. But if it is did like this, what you will do, simply then later onwards this is going to the 1, so 3 4 and 5. So this will become the intermediate wave 1, this is the 2, this is the 3 4 5, and this is the bigger one, this is the bigger 3, and this is the going to 4 and one more 5. Everything, if it market did like this, then only this is valid. Until that, we can't come to the conclusion. Market has to get valid and it has to create your view, what you are expecting. So this is my view in UCAD. It can be anything. From here it can come to one more downside and again it can bounce. It will took all the stops. How the BTC it did. My stop got out. I'm stopped out. I shorted at 59,290, yeah, 59,300, and I placed the stop loss at 65. I know it will hit the stop loss and then again it is coming to the downside. It did the same thing, but without the stop, it can shoot anything also. It can create another pattern also. So unnecessarily, I don't need to place without in which kind of pattern we have to make a stop loss, we have to do. So let's move on to USD JPY. See, and before this broken this one, I have already shared my view. The invalidation for the triangle, from here there is a chances for making a triangle and then one more high. But if it breaks this low also, that is also valid. For that I have already written that. Expand that flat in the wave 4, so that is also valid. So whether it is going to shoot from here, I'm expecting, but I didn't know that. See, it looks like A, B, C. So it can do one more low is also. So we have just kept this, make this as a 3. So that is 38.2, and then again one more bounce also. But instead of what we expecting, it didn't done, and it is keep coming to the downside. If it is coming to the downside, and previous itself I explained in that one more chart, this is the massive resistance zone in weekly, monthly or daily. This is a massive zone. It's a resistance zone. It's a 1475. So it is getting rejection. And okay, so what it is going to be, so how we labeled this one is, so far here either it could be a W or A, B or X. A, we took it this as a triangle previous itself, and I explained that Whether if it is a triangle, it has to shoot from here, but if it is the B wave and from here it is again going to shoot, means this could be that running flat. That is why I have mentioned this. Whether the B or 2 is a running flat, means from here we have to took this as a 1, this is the 2, and this is the 3, and we are on the 4th wave. So I will just unhide all those things. So in that case, if this is the B is a irregular flat formation in the running flat, this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, right? And here also it didn't break this low, so we took it this as a 1 2, means 3 4, and this 5th wave got also extended. So in that means this is the wave 1, this is the wave 2, and we are in that 3rd is got completed, we are in the 4th wave. So for example, if this is the length of the 3rd wave, until that 112.54 it can reach, and where we are in that 13.35, and it can reach here also. So that will become 23.6, and that is a valid for that 4th wave if this is not a triangle. And later onwards, what it will do, from here to here we can place this and clone this, whether it could make a channel or this kind of wedge formation also. So that we will see how it is going to form. So in the case whether it is coming to the downside aggressively and it is again retested this 111.45, so then that will become a little bit very deeper, right? So then what it will do, so that is also in possibilities, is there a lot of possibilities. So how we have to do that? So what I said, if this is a triangle, this is got a wave 1 2 3 4, and the 5th wave got extended. That means the one complete wave 1 is completed. So in A, this is the B. In the C wave, like this kind of 5-way structure is got completed. After this 1 and 2, here is the wave 1. After this 3-way structure in the 2, it has to going to shoot for 118 to 119 also for the 3rd wave. Later onwards, one more 4th wave and 5th wave. So my target may hit at nearly 122 also. It is going to happen for me. So we have to watch here, because why I'm biased on this 122 to reach means I need silver to reach below 19, and gold has to reach to 1375 to 1450 within that range, and stock market has to shoot. So we have to, everything we need to correlate. Then if it is stock market shoots, all the money will go from that gold, the bullish it will convert it into that bearish market. From the gold and commodities currencies, the market will go to that, all the monies to the stock market. So that will be the risk on what I expected from the previous setup, and it is doing US30 is very good. You're just going for that US30, right? It's going every day, each and every day it's making a new high. So this is the correlations between how I'm doing the analysis. So let's move on to next USD chef. Here what I said, one more from here I expected, right? But what it did here, it's a WXYXZ. So now this has become a wedge formation like here. So what I expected from here also it can bounce. Otherwise it can make a 3-way structures. Once again I will show it in the 1 hour. It's looking like a 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the A, this is the B, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So I expected from here it can shoot, but it is coming deeply. So what it will be, that C is not a wedge formation, either it could be a WX, so YX, so again Z. So we can make it this also clearly, right? It's wedge formation. So let's wait for this to complete. But and I said here's A, B, C. So this is the W, this is the X. So it has to make a Y wave in this wavelength. So far it's a 786. So it could be reached here also. After that, I'm expecting one more wave to the upper side to break this high. This high 9473, that is what I had like. Only if it breaks the 9473, that is the confirmation for the further upside to reach my target. So whether this is a or B, so 1 or 2, or this is a B, C, means again one more B wave is there. See, the thing here, it looks like impulsive wave. So either it is in the correction and again one more impulsive wave to the downside, and later onwards, if you lose your patience, then only it will took off from here. Now what I said, from here it's a B, C. So then this is become A, this is become a B, and C, it will break this high and it will trigger all the fresh buys also. Later onwards it will do, and it hit your all the stop loss from here or from here, whatever you places, and from here it will trigger all the sell stops to fresh, because everything it looks like very bearish. Then later onwards what it will do, this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. So for this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. That is the thing you need to understand in the Elliott wave. That's it. It's a very simple, but it is very complicated, and that is not impossible to understand. So if you watch it again and again, only you can understand what I'm trying to explain in this wave formation of this kind of A, B, and C. It could be A. See, this could be A, B, C, and this could be a C also. So then this is A, this is the B, and we are in the C. But what we are looking for, this is the A, means everybody is looking for the one B and everybody looking for the C. But the market, what the kind of market in the previous left side? This is a bearish, means we are not expecting only to break the high. It will break this low also to make an irregular flat formation, and this kind of wave formation can happen here, and that will be the continuation for that downside. It's not the A, means no need to break the high, it can break the low also, and then again it can do like this. So then this will become a irregular flat formation, and this is the continuation for the downtrend. You just again and again play back this, and you will come to, and you have to practice this, then only you come to understand this kind of the patterns. It's like a pure chess game. I have informed several times in my stream, in my video. It's a pure chess game. You have to think all the alternative possibilities. So if you only think all the alternative possibilities, how you have to trade, means that is why I'm not going to trade the intra trades. Only I'm a swing and positional trader. I will keep holding the positions for years also. See, once the trend is got confirmed for me, I will be in buy side. I will use the buying opportunity to make a shorter term booking the profit also, and I have shown you in the USD JPY how I did. So what I did in that 1475, I booked the profit at 1450 or 1460, and again I buy back and I accumulated everything in that 1375. I accumulated everything in USD JPY. I forgot to inform that in the USD JPY. So let's next is I will just watch my watch list. So next we will going for to CAD JPY. See what I informed here. There will be a fourth wave and one more high is possible. So you have to wait for this. So A, B, C I'm expecting. Let's finish this. Then only we come to a conclusion. So next is AUD JPY. That same pattern. It's already broken the high. So that means exactly what we expecting it is doing. So this is the third and we are on that fourth wave. So wait for that fifth wave to complete. So AUD JPY. Next, what is the Euro New Zealand? I got stopped out, as I informed, right? This could be the X. So now it's a and this is the B is got completed. We on that C wave. I am not going to buy here. Definitely, if it reach below this zone only, I will going to buy. Even though if it looks like whatever the candle formation, I'm not so sure, and it will definitely reach one more low for me. I may be wrong also, because I got stopped out at exactly here in this zone. I placed the stop loss at 1.63 here, and I got stopped out. So now I know that I am going to stop out, right? Before itself, I'm not so satisfied with this, but even though that 1% I expecting to reach like this 1%, so the remaining 99% is going to hit my stop loss, and I informed that to you too. So even though if it is going to hit the stop loss also, the pattern is only getting ready to make like this kind of thing, that I know. So I'm waiting for that pattern to create, and I have to watch this. So now what it will looking like means this is the pattern. So wait for this to reach. So it's a Euro New Zealand, that's all finished. And if you want to looking for the 4-hour chart, so here it's looking like a wave 1, and this is the wave 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, or this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is got completed, and this is the wave 1 and this is the wave 2. So it could be the end of the third. So this means here is itself the wave 1 is got completed, and this is the intermediate wave. So this is looks like a one more 2, 3, 4 and 5. So wait for the consolidation here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So once this completed, this is the A, this is the B, C is going to be in a 5-way structure. So if it is getting extended, that we have to wait for this, because it's a W, X, Y, and this is the X, and Z wave, maybe a very smaller also. So let's finish the 5-way structure, then I will be inside this trade if it is comes to below 1.6. So next we are going to US30. Yes, and yeah, New Zealand CAD we forgot. Yeah, New Zealand CAD. I'm in short from here itself. I went short here itself. I went short, and still I'm holding this position. You know very well, right? I booked all the profits here, and exactly what I expected from here. It has to the 3-way structure, but it looks like in that 15 minutes, it looks like a zigzag. So I went the short from there itself. It looks, hey, this looks like one more 3-way structure is got completed. Here it's somewhat 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this 5 ways, and this is also maybe a 5-way. So this is a zigzag. So that is why in the zigzag it looks like so impulsive, and everybody is looking only for the 5-way structure, and they will label as a 5-way structure. But zigzag will confuse you. So see, I may be wrong also. What I'm trying to explain here is I'm looking for the short, and I already did the short. So whether it is going to another making means no worries, but I place the stop loss at the previous high here. Because why I'm sure about this is the 5-way structure in the wedge formation that we labeled as a. So whether I looked for that B wave, it's a little bit complex correction also, and I already shorted that, you know very well, and I already booked the profit here itself, that also you know very well. And if it breaks only this low, we have to enter, but it didn't broke the low, and again it bounced. So whether it is a zigzag correction, it's got entered in the daily, it looks like a very aggressive, but let's wait, and it has to trigger. So if it triggered means, see, if it comes like, and if it triggered means Still what we have to think here is, okay, this is the A, this is the B and C. So this is the W, this is the W, and here also we have to make this as a W, and this is the A, this is the B and C, then W, X and Y. So it is going to make more complex correction if it hit the stop here, my stop. If it hit my stop, because this is a purely 5-way structure, so then everybody thinking like this. I will show you the one more. It did the same thing in gold, the same 5-way structure. This is the what the structure I have seen nowadays several times. It fooled the Elliott wave traders, because everybody think this is A, B, C is a five-way structure, and in the B-way structure, according to the Fibonacci retracement 61.8, and if we short, okay, if it shorts, what it will do, it will give the 3-way structure, and again it will hit your stop loss. So what you will blame the Elliott wave? See, it's wrong. After the 5-way structure, it has to be only 3-way structure, not to break the means what. So a lot of people, what it will they do is, it's A, B, C is a A, B, C is a B, and C this. So this is the W, and again one more X is going to happen like that, the W, X, A, B, C. But this is a 5-way structure, means it will do and hit your stop loss. After this, it will do one more 5 ways, what I explained in that previous. Later onwards, it will become again, this is the W, this is the X, A, B, C, and it will go above this high, and if it is in that high also, the irregular flat high also, it will took. Later onwards, this is the A, this is the B, and one more C. Maximum all the possibilities I will explain in my chart, but I will show sometimes only the possibilities, the most possibilities only I will explain. See, that is why I have mentioned here also. There is a still chances for making, but if it breaks only this high, my target, if it is a my stop loss, if it hit, then there will be a lot of complex correction is going to happen in that wave B. That is why I have already informed you, wave B, it won't be get very simple, and sometimes one of the 90 times it will be a only the most of the time it will be a complex correction. Only the 10% is will be a this kind of. See, if it is comes to the downside, then it's fine, it's a simple correction. And how we predicted the copper, exactly it reached. That is why we need to look the previous character of that the pair what you choose. You need to understand. See, here also it's a wedge formation, and here also it's a wedge formation. So let's wait for this character. It's doing a wedge formation, so we can expect here also the next C wave it's also be a wedge formation, maybe. So let's move on to US30. One second. US30 in. See, here what we expected, the 4th way is going to still be a triangle, and it is already broken. That means the triangle is not invalid. Triangle, it's already dead. So A, B, C, D, E, and here is the impulsive wave. So that means the wave 1 is already started for the wave 5. So now this is become a triangle here. The E wave always the simple one, and it will be around 38.2. Sometimes it's a 50 or 61.8, not the 78.6 like that. Sometimes it may happen. So this is a B, C, D, E. So for the 5th wave, the wave 1 is already got completed, or it can go one more high, and then again it will decline for the 2nd wave. Later onwards, it is retested this high, the broken zone. It will retest this zone, and it will took for the 3rd wave of the 5th wave. So I'm expecting this kind of wave formation here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is going to happen. So 1 is already completed. It can go one more high and then again decline for the second wave. So that means now it is getting valid as per our analysis. So now this is, one second, yeah, so now this is the wave 4, this is the wave 4. So as per now we can make it this as a stop. If it is a wave 1, wave 2 can't overlap this wave 1 low starting point. So this is the now invalidation point. If you want, you can make it this as also the invalidation point. This is the deeper stop loss. So next is gold. That is a beauty. That is the invalidation what I expected for the triangle A, B, C, D, E, and this is the got invalidation. But even though for this pattern here, but what we expected is that all trend line and it is already broken, but it is still inside. So that means whether it is going to the downside in that 1 hour chart, it's not looking like that. It may reach up to this zone also, 1860, what I previously what we predicted that. So that means it is going to be a bigger consolidation zone for me. It's looking like that only because it is now got invalid right here, so it won't be there, and it is looking like the invalidation. But sometimes here also it did that same thing in this zone, I think so. I got stopped out and it immediately came down, I think here, yeah, this zone. In this zone I placed the stop loss here and hit my stop loss, and again it came to the downside in this zone. Here also A, B, C, D, E. I put A, B, C, D, E, and again it hit all the stop loss and it came downside. So whether that kind of price action can do here, because we are expecting that UJ is going to bounce, means this is going to come to the downside, but it may reach a chances for making here also to break the high of 1835 here, and it is already broken, but it is not closed above this channel trend line. So let's wait for this to complete. But in the 1 hour, see what I did is 1798 I short, and later onwards, okay, this is it's looking like 5-way structure, perfect 5-way structure. So I placed the stop loss, sorry, sell trigger, and I booked the profit, and that 1774 itself I booked the profit, so partial profit. And not here, I think in 1774, yeah, here itself I booked the profit because of that some one news is coming. So before that itself I booked the profit partially. So later onwards I'm so happy, so it did a 5-way structure. So later onwards I'm looking for the 3-way structure and placed at 1789 I placed. But what I thought here is I missed that 85, and it didn't trigger my sell trigger. So what I thought is, okay, no issues, if it comes to the downside also I need to book the another partial. But it again it bounced, because here in that 15-minute chart, if it is a 5-way structure, see 1 2 3 4 5, right? If it is a 5-way structure, no need to break the above the high. Again we need a 3-way structure, then only it need to break. So that means it is creating a somewhat irregular flat formation. So I know, okay, anyway my target of 1789 to trigger. Later onwards it triggered my stop loss, sorry, that sell trigger. So what I booked the profit, again I sold at 1789 in this zone. Here it triggered my sell zone and hit my stop loss also. I placed all the stop loss at 1801, because my stop loss is going to hit, means it is again going to be another deeper correction. So that even though I placed the stop loss and it got hit and it went to 1813, then only I recognize, okay, this is a 5-way structure and it is these are all the corrections. So this is the one, A, B and C is got completed. So A, B and this is the C. So now what is the structure? A, B, C. So whether it is a W and this is the X. So now I am expecting one more A, B and C. 2, what is the target? Nearly 1865. So how I projected this one? Simply this and the rejection here at the one target at 1864. But see, I took it this as a rejection. What it will happen, right? It will do like the New Zealand dollar, what it did, like this. So that means this is become a next 3-way structure also. We have to calculate. But what I think is this is a the B and C has got 5-way structure and it is aggressively come to the downside. It can be a 3-way structure also. Then this is a B and the smaller B or WXY, whatever. It looks like a 5-way structure, but we can calculate this as a W, X and Y also from here, and then later once it can do. And it can trigger your sell from here also. Then also it will consider as a B and C as an expanded flat and it will break all those things and again it will took off to the 1865. So that is why, and one in chart also I informed I won't trade here in that B wave. Either it has to reach, but even though I got a little bit that 5-way structure, so that is why I have entered and I booked the profit, and that is now it's a break-even trade. So no worries on this. So next is going to silver. Here I expected, right? So let's wait for this to complete. So once it is going to make a 1865 in the gold, it will also come to the 26. So what I expected here. So if it is a this is the B, so that is the end of the C, means this is a W, and again we are expecting for the connecting wave and it will come to the downside for that Y wave. That is why I predicted that silver has to break that $19, and even though if it is comes to the low also, and as per this, if it is comes to the downside, I'm looking only for that the gold has to reach at 1375 to 1450. But sometimes if it looks like A, B and C is got completed, sometimes it looks like that only 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It's definitely it could be like that also. Perfect wedge formation also. So this is the A, this is the B and C. That means this is a this is the B, this is the C. So A, B and C. So now this could be the connecting wave also. One simple correction is got completed, connecting wave, and again one more A, B, C. Or from here it is going to show that I am not so sure about that. I just correlated to a lot of things and then I am expecting. But if it is a this is the B, means it will trigger up to that $55 also it can go. My positional target is also the same. But from here it is getting ready, can't say. It all depends upon the fundamentals. So what is the target? My positional target is about this 49.87. So let's wait for that. Sorry. So next is okay, Bitcoin, US oil and copper. Let's move on to BTC. My target is $100. If you know, and I have already shared my link in the description box in the last week also. You just go through that. My target is $100, and even though if it can reach up to the 115 also. So what fundamental it is moving the market? Yeah, it's a question mark. And what brings from here to 0 to now it's $84, and it is going to reach $115. So that is sometimes fundamental will boost your technical, but not based on all the thing you have to trade the fundamentals. It's a question mark if you can earn money or not. So 1 2 3 4 5, and it is only the 23.6, even though below that also, and again we are making the 5-way structures to the upper side to 115. And I said whether it is going to make this kind of price action, and I think it won't do like that. I think so, because I took it this as a B and C. So this is A, this is the B, and we are going to C to 115. So that time this whole thing becomes A, B and C. Later onwards, whether it is going to the downside, I'm not sure about that. Again, it is going to make a 0. The structure, it's looking like that same, but I'm not going to say that it is going to 0 or whatever it is. But it is definitely, it is going to reach 115 in future, because once the 5-way structure is got completed, we need a deeper correction, and it is only the simple correction it is got completed. And later onwards it just keep moving, it's grailing, and it is I got stopped out also some here, and I took for the swing trade, and I shorted at exactly that 84 from here, and I booked the profit one more, and again I waited for this, and exactly it didn't broke the previous high also, and again it came, and again I exited my position itself. Previously I placed the stop loss here, but what my thinking here is it could be irregular flat formation also, so that is why I placed again, I moved my stop loss here, and immediately I booked the profit once it broke this low. Immediately I didn't wait for this also. Later on what it did, again it broke all the high, and it took all the stop losses, and again what it did, it came aggressively to the downside. This is the what the traders it's doing. Bigger players 1 2 3 4, and it seems like the 5-way structures got completed. I'm not able to count this unnecessarily. I no need to waste my time. I'm not able to do that. I know I have no idea in this also. Sorry for that. A lot of time I spent 1 hour and 1.5 hours to identify the structure, but as I failed, I didn't know how it is going to do. So that is why I didn't touch anything, only once, and that will be a break even. It was something, it's a very small profit I got, because I entered here something, and I didn't enter here. I think somewhat I entered here itself. I forgot the thing, but I know very well, because it's happened the day before yesterday only. I exited my position immediately. If once it breaks the low, I exited immediately. So let's move on to the copper. That if you are following me in the past 1 month, and when we added what I said, whether this is a triangle, there is a lot of chances for making this, and if it breaks the high, that means it is going to be it will reach exactly, and copper it's doing that deeper correction. You just go through my old videos from the past month. I said it is copper will do most of the time 90% or 78% or 80%. It is making a deeper correction, and it did the same thing. What I show the example here also. Just go through for the past 2 weeks video, and I said exactly it near almost it came. Make this stop loss. You have to take a risk, then only you can make a money. Otherwise it's very tough. If you are ready to give the risk, and then only you can make a money. So yeah, I finished. Yeah, gold, silver, crude, copper, bitcoin, US30. Yeah, everything we finished. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you the next week at the same time for the updation for that. all the major and minor currencies. I hope you enjoyed and as well as you learned something from me. So practice makes you perfect. So that's it. Thanks a lot and have a lovely, wonderful weekend to everybody. Bye.